Gamertag Radio presents E3 coverage. Hosts Danny Pena, Paris Lilly, and Peter Toledo are direct from the convention center floor.
This is Atari Flashback Classics for the Nintendo Switch. This will be out in October of this year. Atari Flashback Classics for the Switch takes all three versions from the PS1 and Xbox 4 PS4, Xbox One titles, and combines them to put them in this. So we have 150 games. We have around 30 or so arcade titles, a whole slew of 2,600 titles, and then some Atari 5,200 titles thrown in as well. Mm-hmm. This is developed by Code Mystics. They're based in Vancouver, and they do all our classic titles. So they've done AFC Volume 1 and Volume 2. Volume 3 is coming out this fall for PS4 and Xbox One. Mm-hmm. And they've also worked on this. So as you can see, this is our arcade section, and as you scroll through the arcade games, you'll see you'll see the different arcade machines as they appeared back in the day. So we have kind of everything covered here. We have classic games like Asteroids Deluxe. We have other games, maybe less well known, but really good games like.
I know one of them is Asteroids. I used to play that when I was a kid. So
this is Black Widow. This is vector graphics games. Basically, you control this Black Widow as she's catching flies in her web and you're shooting them, gaining.
So I know you mentioned the Xbox and PlayStation. I know the achievements and trophies, all that stuff too, right?
Yeah, we'll have achievements in this. There are 36 single player only games, and every other game in this compilation has some kind of multiplayer. So it's either 1 to 2 player online mode or 1 to 4 player local mode. We have achievements as well.
So every time you load a game, we'll also have like the images in the background too. Wow.
Yeah, for the arcade game. So I should have shown you this. Like for example, this is Centipede. This is the actual arcade
cover. Yeah, actually, I remember this.
Yeah,
that was a kid.
This is really sweet. They did a really nice job adding this stuff, and the games play really well. They play great on Xbox One and PS4, but it just seems like
now the thing that I remember playing when I was a kid, going to arcades, the scores. I see like the top leader scores and stuff. Yeah. Do you guys are having stuff like that for like online?
Yes, there'll be online leaderboards
and stuff. Okay, cool.
For the games that support online play.
Okay.
Take you through, just bring you over to. You can see all the different arcade games we have. Maze Invaders is a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. We have the original Pong on here, Pool Shark, Atari Millipede, Missile Command, which is obviously a classic. Again, there's the beautiful cabinet art that was included.
And also I remember those buttons too for like one player, two player.
Yeah. So all the arcade games, have this kind of callbacks to this. It's pretty cool, so people can kind of see what these games look like back in the day.
Yeah.
And then we have, like I said, I don't know the exact amount, but we have a bunch of 2,600 games ranging from 3D Tic-Tac-Toe. We have Adventure 2. We have Asteroids on the 2,600, Asteroids on the 5,200. Basketball. So we have sports games. We have simulation games. We have the arcade games. We have some gambling games.
And also you have the cover of each game from back then.
Each game. And then if you went into a game, just for example, this is Aqua Venture, which is a pretty cool game, but you can go into the manual and actually scroll through the original manuals that were included in the game.
So let me ask you, how was it getting all this material to be in the game? Like, manuals, the covers of the arcades, and all this stuff.
Again, working with Code Mystics, they're basically the keepers of all this classic IP, all these cartridges and code. So they have all this stuff. So like the packaging was scanned, and put into the game. The manual is the same thing. But it just kind of gives you the entire collection of, basically what you were experiencing when you brought home one of these games.
Yeah, it brings back a lot of memories. Seeing the font of like the cartridges from each game and stuff, the covers, arcade and everything. Actually, I started playing Atari 2600. I think it was in 83, 84 in New York City. Yeah, so. My grandmother noticed that I was always playing the arcade. She's like, let me just buy them an Atari 2600, So, but it's good.
Life, right?
But it's good for the older gamers. Also, they want to show that this for their kids and stuff, right?
Kids have Switches, Xbox Ones, and PS4, and then parents may be barrier to entry on some of those games. It's a little tough, but they could pick up this for their kids and actually play together and play the same games they grew up with.
So, what was the price for this?
This one, we haven't set a price on it. For the PS4, Xbox One, it'll be $19.99. This one, 150 titles. It's either going to be $29 or $39.99.
Okay.
You know, we don't have that set yet.
And it's this fall, you said, right?
Yes, October. One of the cool things, if you got a second,
Yeah.
fully support the Nintendo Switch features. So we have touchscreen enabled.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things, the really cool things that Code Mystics did with the arcade titles. So just take you to Centipede, for example.
Mm-hmm. Oh, touchscreen or that?
Touchscreen. So now this switches to portrait mode. You have the virtual trackball, moving your character around that way. Mm-hmm. And so you can actually play the game kind of the way it was meant to be played in the arcade.
Oh,
you could also play, when it's in portrait mode, you could also play with the thumbstick. Mm-hmm. So other games, you know, any arcade game that has that feature or played with a trackball will have that in this game. So I just want to jump out. I'll show you Missile Command. And this is now it's landscape portrait, landscape view, and you're now using, you have a virtual trackball if you want, or you could use the D-pad or the thumbstick to play.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's really cool. And again, you can see the really fancy camera.
Now for 2 players, can we also split controllers too? One on the go, or
yeah,
just
on the go? Yes, you could do 2 player as well. So there's some
cool.
1 to 2 player games online, and also 1 to 4 locally. So
all right. So for more information about the game, where people could go?
Go to Atari.com, or you can reach out to us.
right.
Tony, Chen, or myself will be able to answer any questions you
All right,
have.
cool. Thanks a lot,
All
man.
right, cool,
Awesome.
Man. Thank you.
Send us your feedback or questions. Give us a call at 786-273-7GTR. Email us at fanmail@gamertagradio.com or leave a message on speakpipe.com/gamertagradio.